Welcome back to the Koi 9-hole Cup Expert Division, hole number 6. We're sending it here. Now, I just want to let you know, as with any send it shot, there is some risk involved, but no matter what happens, you should still be able to reach the green for an easy eagle worst case scenario. The adjustments I have, the tweaks I have on the screen are kind of like the down and dirty version, right? So there's obviously in between wind strengths and in between wind angles. And for best results, I definitely recommend you practice this a few times, get familiar with the shot, see what works for you, what doesn't. I'm using APOC 8 left curl. If you have APOC 5, you're going to need to tweak it a little bit, right? Lower winds, you'll need to tweak it a little bit. Higher winds, same, vice versa in different wind angles. So, but we can definitely reach the green. We can definitely do it with a Zerk, and you can get a good opportunity at an albatross here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this shot. I'll show you where I'm setting up, what I'm doing. So with a Zerk at P5 max rest, what I'm doing is setting my bullseye on the first cut of rough over here all the way to the right. So I'm just in the rough at max rest, P5 max rest. I'm adjusting P5 0% elevation, checking my wind angle while I'm doing it, right? So if we look at the wind angle here, basically what I'm looking for wind angle is this last red tree right there, the one at the very end. If I am to the left of it, I'm calling that my crosswind angle. If I am inside of it, right, I'm calling that my neutral. And if I am right of it, I'm calling that the tailwind. Okay? That's what these adjustments on the side of the screen refer to. So crosswind left of the last red tree, neutral is in the last red tree, and tailwind is right of the last tree. Basically, if you look at this tree trunk here at the bottom, if you're anything right of that, that's going to be tailwind. All right. Now, like I said, these numbers here encompass a wide range, right? So if you got a 9.4, you may want to do 5.4 topspin, right? Whatever works for you. You got a 9.9, you might want to bump that down to 5.1, whatever works. If you're using APOC 5 left curl versus APOC 7 or 8, that's also going to change the distance your ball travels, right? More curl, it's going to catch the wind a little bit differently. It's going to either travel, less or more depending on what you have. So, like I said, you can't eliminate all risks from this shot, and it's not 100% sussed out, but this is the basic version of it. This is where I'm starting. I would recommend you start here, practice it a few times, see what works for you, get your best chance at an albatross. So on this particular shot, I've got the crosswind angle. I've got a baby wind, and I believe I only used 5 topspin here, so I came up just a touch short. But I made the adjustment. I added the 0.2 to it, so that gets you a little further down. Maybe even in this wind angle, maybe I should have went 5.5. You get different bounces depending on where you land on the fairway here. So it's not like, 100% guaranteed you're going to get the same bounce every time, but it's definitely a great opportunity to walk away with an albatross, right? A little bit more topspin, or say even I got low wind and crosswind angle. Maybe we want to take one left side spin off of that so I don't clip that rough on that bounce, right? Maybe the spin is good. Maybe I had too much left spin, or maybe you take off a little bit of curl. Maybe you do APOC 5 right curl for low winds in the crosswind angle. Those are all things you're going to have to work out depending on, how it works for you. But this is kind of a good start, in my opinion. Take you a couple of practice shots, see what works, and go get your albatross. We'll see you on the next hole.